Every day, students learn and discover a wide array of subjects taught in their classrooms. Whether it's for science, for history, or simply for pleasure, classroom learning offers us the opportunity to explore the unknown. But what if you could experience some of the adventures you've read about in the classroom? What if you could visit the most important historical, cultural, and political landmarks in America? For over 35 years, Educational Tours has been turning this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity into reality by offering the highest quality tour programs to hundreds of thousands of students and teachers alike. Perhaps more than any other destination, our nation's capital truly is a living classroom, where the pages of history come to life and elected officials from across the nation gather to write the next chapters in our great democracy. But beyond the destination itself, what makes ET's tour program so rewarding is the process, one we've been perfecting for over 35 years. So whether you're a teacher planning to lead a tour group, a parent concerned about your child's safety while away, or a student looking forward to a memorable adventure, Educational Tours has you covered. ET is one of the few tour companies accredited by the Student and Youth Travel Association, and this professionalism will be evident from the very beginning. A dedicated tour specialist will help create the perfect tour, one that meets your specific needs and requests. Every ET tour is customized for your group. We'll arrange round-trip transportation via air or deluxe motor coach, complete meals with choice of food, lectured sightseeing, and full-service accommodations, including dedicated security at your hotel. From start to finish, ET will be with you every step of the way to ensure a smooth, successful, and memorable journey. Many tour groups elect to travel by deluxe motor coach, enjoying a scenic journey and time to build lasting friendships. When traveling by air, ET tour groups are greeted at the departure airport by a member of our staff who is there to assist you with the entire check-in process. You will be led through baggage check and the security lines as you proceed to your gate, where you'll be briefed on the next stage of your journey and begin the boarding process. Upon arriving in Washington, D.C., you'll board a private motor coach with a local licensed tour guide. At this point, the living classroom experience comes to life as you begin your discovery of the nation's capital. At the heart of Washington, D.C. is the National Mall, lined with some of the most stunning memorials, monuments, museums, and government buildings found on Earth. These include the World War II Memorial, honoring the brave men and women who fought and died to preserve our freedom and that of our allies against the advancing armies of Germany, Italy, and Japan. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial, with its breathtaking granite wall bearing the names of tens of thousands of servicemen and women who lost their lives during the conflict. The Korean War Veterans Memorial, featuring 19 stainless steel statues and a granite wall etched with more than 2,500 images commemorating the servicemen and women who fought in the war. The Lincoln Memorial. Modeled after the Parthenon of ancient Greece, this beautiful structure houses a magnificent statue of Abraham Lincoln seated upon a 10-foot marble pedestal. It was on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial that Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech in 1963. The Jefferson Memorial. Situated on the south side of the tidal basin in West Potomac Park, the memorial to Thomas Jefferson is one of the city's most picturesque landmarks. Dedicated in 1943, on the 200th anniversary of Jefferson's birth, this simple circular white marble monument is in keeping with a style much favored by the architect, scholar, and third U.S. president. The Washington Monument. Constructed between the years 1848 and 1884, the Washington Monument was designed to follow the form of an Egyptian obelisk. It rises more than 550 feet above the National Mall and is the tallest masonry structure in the world. The National Air and Space Museum. One of the many Smithsonian museums on the National Mall, here you'll see the largest collection of historic air and spacecraft in the world, including the original Wright brothers' 1903 flyer, the Apollo 11 command module, and Charles Lindbergh's Spirit of St. Louis. There is even a lunar rock sample brought back by Apollo astronauts that visitors can touch. The National Archives, where you will have the opportunity to see some of our nation's most treasured documents, including the original Declaration of Independence, the Constitution of the United States, and the Bill of Rights, documents so treasured that each night they're lowered deep underground into bomb-proof, fire-proof casings for safekeeping. The Supreme Court. The highest tribunal in the nation, the Supreme Court stands as the final arbiter of the law and guardian of constitutional liberties. Its charge, emblazoned over the doors of this building, is to ensure equal justice under law. The White House. First occupied in the year 1800 by John Adams, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is home to the President of the United States and is one of the most recognized addresses in the world. The U.S. Capitol Building. What tour to our nation's capital would be complete without a visit to this architectural wonder that is home to the Senate and the House of Representatives? And as a memento of your trip to D.C., you'll also have a professional photograph taken of your group in front of the Capitol. Following your first full day of sightseeing, you'll arrive at a first-class hotel to be greeted by dedicated ET staff ready to hand you the room keys and simplify your check-in process. Once you've turned in for the night, you'll rest easy knowing you're protected by security staff dedicated to your group. Each morning, you'll begin the day by choosing from all your favorite foods at a bountiful breakfast buffet. Convenient meals are scheduled throughout your tour, whether it's breakfast at the hotel, lunch in a food court, or dinner at a family-style restaurant. Mealtime can be spent enjoying good food and great atmosphere. Once you have recharged, it's off to Mount Vernon, the country estate of George Washington. Located across the Potomac River, these expansive grounds are home to beautiful gardens, a working farm, and the tomb of our nation's first president. Also across the Potomac, situated in the rolling hillside overlooking the Lincoln Memorial, lies Arlington National Cemetery. Your visit here will be among the most moving and memorable experiences of the trip. Never will the sacrifice of so many Americans be more evident than during your passage through these sacred grounds. You'll witness the changing of the guard, and a privileged few of you will even have the distinguished honor of laying a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns. While at Arlington, you'll have the opportunity to visit the final resting place of Presidents John F. Kennedy and William Howard Taft. Several monuments and memorials are open to the public well into the evening hours, and no tour of Washington, D.C. can be complete without witnessing the majesty of these beautifully lit attractions after sundown. Like all journeys, your Washington, D.C. adventure must also come to an end. But you'll return home knowing that visiting our nation's capital is a cherished opportunity and one that will leave you with memories to last a lifetime.